All rise. Support court for Judge Vanda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1016, Mercy case. You're welcome.
You may be seated. Okay, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss Mercy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, so my baby daddy is just not doing his part, taking care of our twins. It's been 2 years, and it's just getting really hard doing it by myself, trying to maintain my career, everything.
You said twins. Are these boys, girls?
A boy and a girl, Rolls and Royce.
Okay, like the car?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the boy's name?
He's Rolls.
Rose, okay. Let's make sure I get it. And Royce is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Royce is actually a cute name for a girl.
I like it.
Never thought about that.
When I looked at her, she just looked like a Royce to me.
Okay, all right. All right, so he's not contributing, he's not involved. Tell me the backstory, like how did the two of you get together?
Yeah, so I was actually at an after party for a concert, and he was a performing artist, and a couple drinks, and I became more social and decided to go express my flirtations on him, and then, one thing led to the next.
Okay, keep going.
Got two beautiful kids. He's a rapper, a local rapper though, so he's still building his career. He also does like some hustling on the side as well, so
okay.
I want a piece of that as well, because he makes a good living doing that.
All right, when you say hustling, like that could be anything. Does he cut hair?
Well, I Googled a few things of like kind of what he does. So he goes to the grocery store and purchases like a lot of the same type of items. Typically like, there's a lot of baking soda.
Oh,
involved.
okay.
And
So he's a baker.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on tight. This is going to be a wild ride. We've got Mercy, a hardworking mother raising twins on her own, while her so-called hustler of an ex is nowhere to be found. She claims he's raking in a whopping $20,000 a week, yet somehow he's always broke when it's time to support his kids. Meanwhile, he's living large on social media, showing off a flashy lifestyle while dodging child support. But today, the judge isn't here for the games. Will the court finally make him pay up, or will he keep slipping through the cracks? Let's find out.
Or, I mean, not that you had to, but
when I saw them, I tried to approach them, but it didn't, we didn't really get to discuss much about the court case.
when you approached them, what did they look like?
It wasn't anything bad. I just saw them out, so I walked up to them. I saw the girl sitting there, and she had a cute little bag, so I commented on her bag. And then she took it as a petty remark. So we got
Were you being petty?
The bag was cute. It was a Telfar bag.
What did you say?
I was like, oh, this little bag is cute.
Oh, you put little in there.
It was the little, they have 3 different sizes, so it was actually the little bag.
Oh, okay. Because adding little in front of something could come off as petty.
But if she had the medium bag, I would have probably said, oh, this medium bag is cute.
Okay. Continue with the story.
So yeah, she didn't like what I had to say, so we got into a heated argument.
Let's break this down. This man claims to run a baking business, but not the kind you're thinking of. According to Mercy, a little Googling has uncovered signs of a highly lucrative side hustle. But the judge? She's not convinced. Vague internet searches won't hold up in court. She needs cold, hard evidence. Bank statements, pay stubs, business records, something solid. A flashy Instagram flex isn't proof of income. But if Mercy's right about his earnings, there's no doubt she's getting seriously shortchanged.
To say, I didn't even really get to have a conversation with my baby daddy, so I'm not sure why he's not here, but I do know that he got the papers.
Okay. All right. So did you want me to look at that?
Yes.
What you did on the Google search?
Yes, please. I've already got it opened up to the page.
Thank you. Okay, it's a lot in here. And I appreciate you being prepared and you have it all tabbed and everything for me. Oh, okay. quite a bit in here. So baking, we'll just say baking. How much do you think he makes on a monthly basis?
I would love to find out because I keep hearing different answers. And according to him, he's always broke. According to him, he doesn't break even. He's always owing money, and but I know that to be a lie because he's wine and dining this woman. So I would maybe suspect upwards.
In what amounts? Because all you provided me were things that you pulled off of Google. It's not necessarily anything scholarly, not anything that is grounded in fact or even law. It's just things you pulled off Google, and I see there are some pictures from an Instagram page.
So I would assume about $20K weekly is what he brings in.
All right.
Just based on, all of the stunting on the gram.
Okay. So he's one of those. He's on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You said he makes about how much from his regular job? 60K. All right. So here's the thing. Yes, in some circumstances, you can order that.
Oh boy, here we go. Mercy catches her ex out with another woman. And instead of a calm conversation, we get a full-blown designer bag showdown. Now, I'm no expert, but when you compliment someone's bag with just a little too much emphasis on the word little, it's game over. The real kicker? While Mercy was busy arguing over handbags, she completely missed the perfect opportunity to press her baby daddy about child support. But let's be honest, would he have even given her a real answer?
Pay child support based on what you believe is what they're making. However, the issue here is that you're basing it on an assumption. And I can't make someone pay child support based on an assumption.
Even if his caption says, how much money he's got?
Well, and here's the thing about these captions, and that's why I said, is he one of those? Because people stunt and put certain things on social media. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is. Like he said here, just made 5 bands. Like, what is that? Is that a random one-time thing? Is that something that he's doing weekly? Like, you really can't tell just by looking at these posts. It just says it for that one caption. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like, if you had something to show me that was more concrete on a consistent basis, maybe.
You know their dates still? Because it's every 3 or 4 days he's making posts like that.
I see what you're saying. However, it's not very concrete to just say that that's what he's doing all the time. It's clear that he has a lot going on.
Except taking care of these kids.
Well, I didn't say that. Those are your words. It's clear he has a lot going on. But that one caption is the only one that I'm seeing that says any mention of an actual dollar amount. You know what I mean? So, he was served to be here today. So he knows he was supposed to be here. So we can go ahead and place him on child support to ensure that you do start receiving some child support for the children. Okay. But the additional amount, we can't do that unless you come back and say, he's making this much more and you actually get something.
All right, let's talk about social media flexing. This man is out here claiming he pulls in 5 bands in a single post, but the judge isn't buying it. And honestly, neither should we. People love to exaggerate online. Flashing stacks of cash doesn't prove a steady income, and the court needs real evidence, not just screenshots. That said, Mercy's frustration is 100% valid. If he can splurge on luxury vacations and expensive dinners, why can't he step up and support his kids?
Okay, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Health insurance, who carries the children on health insurance?
I do.
Okay, how much is your health insurance?
$150.
Is that for both children or just?
For both.
Are you included in that?
No.
Okay, $150, all right. And you said he has 5 children total.
Correct.
All right, so we're gonna base that off of 15%. Do you know if he has access to private health insurance?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, if he does, the reason I ask, because if he does, then he can decide after he gets this paperwork today that he wants to come back to court and show the court proof of his actual income, proof of health insurance, and try to get it cheaper.
Yeah, he's not doing all that.
He might.
He didn't even bother to show up today.
Well, he didn't. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at an empty chair, but you'll be surprised. Some people do come back, especially when you start speaking about money. Okay? So, giving him credit for the other 3 children that he has, his child support would be based on 15% of his income. You understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any questions about that? Is that a no?
Just maybe what the dollar amount is.
Okay. Oh, I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to that. Okay. So, based on 15% of his gross income, based on $60,000.
And here's where things get real. The judge is ready to lock in child support, but there's a catch. Without solid proof of his side income, payments can only be based on his reported earnings. And with 5 kids in total, that check is about to be stretched real thin. But let's be honest, if he's really making $20,000 a week, there's no way he'll let this ruling slide without a fight. So the real question is, will he finally show up to dispute it? Or will he keep pulling a disappearing act like he always has?
Is $5,000. His net is $4,120.17. 15% of that would be $618 plus the $150 reimbursement. Brings it to $768 per month, and that's for both kids.
Okay.
Why did you look like that? You look
I
like
thought that
you
was
went there.
for each kid.
No, it's
okay.
based on his income. Each kid would well exceed
I'm gonna
what
find
it
out
is.
the rest of his income because I know.
Well, I mean, if you find it out and you bring something in here, it's credible, it's something that I can actually quantify. Like if you bring in receipts of, when I say receipts, I'm talking about the things that you brought in already on Instagram, and it's showing something consistent, like I'm making $5,000 every 2 weeks. Well, we can quantify that, right?
Okay.
That's $10,000 a month. So you multiply that over a course of a year. You see what I'm saying? Something a little bit more concrete. So, do you have any questions about anything?
No.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, then you're dismissed.
Thank you.
And there you have it. Mercy secures child support, but the amount might not be what she was hoping for. The judge made it clear. If she wants more, she'll need solid proof of his real income. As for our mystery baker, if he's truly raking in cash, don't be surprised if he resurfaces to fight the ruling. But what do you think? Should the court have done more to dig into his finances, or was this decision fair? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this case as wild as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.